Video is going to show you how to complete the square, but it's the second video in the series, and the reason it's different is because there's a number in front of the x squared. Here we've got the number 2. So the very first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to divide the entire equation by this number 2. So when I do 2x squared divided by 2, it becomes x squared. I've then got 5 divided by 2, so I'm just going to leave this as a fraction. I'm not going to use a calculator at all, and I'm going to divide 1 by 2. So I'm going to keep all this as fractions. So this is now the expression that I wanted to complete the square with. And I'm going to make a little note of what a is at the top, because that's going to be important later. But everything divided by a. Now I'm going to do exactly as I did before. Now if you watched the previous video, I wrote out what b over 2 is. Now I'm using the b as the one in this expression. So b divided by 2 is 5 over, not 2 here, but 4, because I'm dividing by 2. And I'm going to square those numbers. So I'm going to take that expression and I'm going to square it. So 5 squared is 25 and 4 squared is 16. Need these numbers now. I'm going to rewrite, not this one, but this one, but with a bracket, just like I did before. And I'm going to leave a space here, and then I've got the plus half at the end, like that. Now just like before, what I'm going to do is in this space here, I'm going to add 25 over 16. So b over 2 squared is going to go into there, and then it's going to be taken away from here. So the opposite. So I'm going to put that in different colour. So I'm going to add 25 over 16 in here. I'm going to take away 25 over 16 in here, so that it's exactly the same expression still. Now, as before, this will just factorise. Now you don't have to worry about factorising it. It looks horrible, but it will factorise into x. Take this number, just jot it down. You can try and expand it, you can try and play around with it, but it's always going to be that number. The perfect square, like this. Now this bit here is actually, a half is actually going to be rewritten as 8 over 16, because this is over 16, and then I'm going to take away 25 over 16. So that is actually x plus 5 over 4 inside the bracket. Remember, I didn't do any work to factorise that, I just took the b over 2 squared, sorry, the b over 2. And 8 take away 25 is negative 17 over 16. Now, I've almost finished, almost done, but I've got a equals 2 at the top. So I want to now bring that back in. Remember, I divided by 2, now I'm going to times by 2. So I'm going to take that expression and I'm going to times by 2. And I'm not going to expand anything, I'm going to put the 2 in front of here and the 2 in front of here, because I've got 2 parts. So it becomes 2 x plus 5 over 4 all squared, and also 2 times this. Now when I multiply this by 2, basically I can just multiply that, make it 2, and it cancels out with the 16 to give me this. So I'm going to leave it like that, and there's a good reason I want to leave it like that. I don't want to expand any of this, or else I'll just get back to the beginning. So remember, when you do, you've got a 2 here and 2 here that you multiply by, and you end up with this. Now you can do the checking with that, and you can graph this, and you can graph this, and it will be exactly the same. And this is a more advanced form of completing the square.